town, I be tripping, I be on one.
Welcome back to Octagon Outcast, the channel where we talk about all things combat sports related, and today we are talking about every UFC champion in 2025. With me, I have MMA Myers and Svmba K. It's been a while. We're back, starting the year fresh. We're gonna get a video out, at least one video out every single week. If I'm lying, I'm gay. And as of right now, I'm not gay. So first weight class up, featherweight. And for my champion of 2025, I'm going to actually go with Alexandre Pantoja. He's been on a tear. I generally don't think anybody beats him right now. The only person that you can maybe come up with is Manel Kopp. You know, good takedown defense, hits hard, willing to trade. But that's about it. Honestly, I don't see anybody beating Mr. Pantoja. It's easy to dislike him, but it's hard to deny what he's done. That's what I'm going with, Alexandre Pantoja.
I'm going to go with you on that, too. I even said it earlier, like, even before we started the podcast, I thought Kai Asakura was going to beat him. Didn't beat him. So I don't see nobody at all, like, that can put the pause on him or just beat him. He just solid right now, so he's going to stay champion for sure.
For a very long time. All right, Svmba, what you got to say?
I know someone that's going to put the pause on him. And I'm telling you, it's the assassin baby. I'm telling you, Brandon Moreno's going to end up champion by the end of this year. I'm putting money on it. And I think you meant to say flyweight, by the way.
Flyweight.
Did you say featherweight?
I might have said featherweight.
Okay.
I'll go back. I make sure to put but flyweight. Yes, flyweight.
Yes, I'm saying Brandon Moreno by the end of this year.
Okay. I mean, that's solid. He had a very competitive fight.
Cool. And can I say something actually about the flyweights real quick? Yeah. I don't know if this was Vegas or whatever betting committee put this shit out, but they put the odds for the flyweight champion at the end of the year. Bro, at the bottom at plus 5,000 is Steve Erceg, and right above him is, this blew my mind, is Kai Asakura, the nigga who just got choked out by the current champion.
Yeah, I don't.
How is he higher than Steve Erceg?
Steve Erceg, they maybe think, okay, his chin and Kai Asakura do get hard. We seen him get, flatlined by. If
Kai Asakura didn't get absolutely starched in the second round, bro, I wouldn't be mad at him being plus 800. I just think Steve Erceg being plus 5,000.
No, that is because he's been the closest man to beat him so far. So plus 5,000 is insane. But
exactly. The reason he's the closest is because Brandon Moreno had a broken hand.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Yeah. Well, that's solid. Now I'm looking at these rankings. Joshua Van. He's not gonna be champion this year, but 2026, I feel like we could see something out of Joshua Van 2026. His output, his takedown defense. Watch out for Joshua Van. Trust.
He's an absolute brawler, but he is nowhere near
trust.
a top 10 at least.
Trust.
No, I'll say he'll crack top 10 this year.
No, I'm saying he could be champion next year.
Next year, 100%.
He fights 3 times a year, so I can see him being champion next year. But anyway. Bantamweight, Merab, that was really a champion, and it hurts me to say it, but I got Umar Nurmagomedov. It's a spoiler to our video in about a week and a half, but I don't see Merab winning this fight. Merab is a worse wrestler and he's a worse striker than him, and I mean, Umar is coming in this fight with a fractured hand, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Like he said in the interview I was watching, once he may take him down, but are you going to be able to hold him? No. So I do got Umar Nurmagomedov being a champion by the end of the year. Sad to say.
I got Merab still staying champion.
Okay.
I still think Merab is stronger. He was named Umar, might has better technical, but I just feel like Merab is going to push the edge. He has better cardio and everything. I feel like he's gonna have that output where it's gonna be a good scrambles, like with the Aljamain Sterling fight when he just fought the other guy from can't even think the guy name, but it's gonna be something like that. So, but I'm gonna push it towards Merab, not Umar.
Smart. Not bad at all, honestly. Not bad at all. What about you?
I'm gonna say, I hate to say it as well, but I say Umar Nurmagomedov is gonna end up being champion by the end of this year.
Magomedovs, bro.
Yeah, I just don't think Merab, what I think works for him the most in his fights is how dominant he can show that the judges, at least, that he can, make the other opponents look like, not like a bitch, but you get what I'm saying? Like, he's definitely bitched out some of his opponents last, especially Henry Cejudo and Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not going to work on Umar. I don't think he's easily intimidated at all. I think he's a better striker as well. Even if his hands hurt, I think just the legs he's gonna end up outstriking Merab. And unfortunately, I wanted Piotr Jan to at least get a title shot this year. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, he looked good his last fight. Looked good.
I know. I just don't think I want him to get a title shot this year. I don't think it's gonna happen if he does. If Merab does lose,
yeah.
I know. But if Merab loses in March? I want to say March.
I feel like if Merab loses, they're gonna give it to Sean O'Malley.
I do want to say something.
That's what I'm saying. And even so, just how inactive some of these people are, especially in the bantamweight. I don't think we're gonna see another title fight if he does fight Sean next. I don't think we see at least another title shot.
Agreed.
At the end of this.
All right, so next up we have featherweight, and I don't think there's no need to explain Ilia Topuria. I mean, what else does it say? He beat the two hardest people in this division, which is Volkanovski and Max. I don't think Diego's wild style and bad cardio and the way he strikes and leave his face open has a chance for him. And Malzart, he's no really real threat to Ilia Topuria. I think Ilia gets that shot off and ends it. And that's the only people he really needs to work out for. Aljamain, there's no need to talk about it. He lost his last fight. Ilia Topuria, he's the champion at the end of the year. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Especially with his next fight being my fault, but his next fight being Volk. We seen how that went, so he's 100% going to be the champion at the end of the year.
All right, so I'm gonna say with Ilia, I don't see nobody beating him at featherweight. It reminds me of Ivan Connor, but like he said, he's want to go up in 155 and relinquish the belt. The guy I can see being featherweight champion. People might hate me, might be a little biased. I don't care, but I can definitely see Yair Rodriguez going.
Boy, if you don't get
back up there and they're reclaiming it because he has lost, but he can come back and get it. That's just me.
He has losses.
That's all right. That's it.
That's not a good. I mean, it's Topuria. There's no one else he's gonna lose to in the featherweight. I also think he has nothing else to prove at this point. So, I also think he's gonna. I'm not gonna say I think he is, but if he does end up vacating the title, who I think is gonna be the featherweight belt holder at the end of the year, I think it's going to be Volkanovski. If he does vacate the belt, if he fights Volk again, that's not happening. But if he ends up vacating it, I'll say but it's mostly going to be Topuria. I don't think
he will vacate the belt and will be champion by the end of the year, because if he vacates the belt, that strips him of being a champion.
After one defense, that's kind of crazy.
No, not that. If he vacates the belt, that means he's not champion, which means if he goes up and challenge for the 55-pound thingy, he can't be double champion. You know what I mean? He'd be double champion, but he won't be simultaneously double champion. Not and then I think he he may go up to 55 permanently. I just don't think that's something that happens in 2025, especially because Dana White's saying they struggling finding a venue in Spain already. They have one, it's they struggling getting the time. So if we think about it, they won't get it till later this year. So he won't fight till later this year. So he's gonna be champion for the majority of the year, and I don't think he's gonna go up to 55. And a good leeway to even go lightweight. Ilia Topuria will be champion in 2025 if his fight is in the beginning of the year and if Islam goes out there, wins, and Bilal goes out there, it's weird. If Bilal fight is in the beginning of the year and loses, Shavkat's champion, Ilia fights in the beginning of the year, he wins, and Islam wins, then I could see Islam versus Ilia Topuria towards the end of the year, where Ilia Topuria is the champion of the 55-pound weight division. If that doesn't happen, then obviously Islam Makhachev is going to be champion. There's no beating this man. Arman Tsarukyan is a rich kid. I just realized the nigga's mad rich. He got so much money. He said he's doing this because he was fucking bored. He don't need it. He don't got that same hunger as these guys, and he's had some questionable losses. I don't think. And they say
Ilya's doing the same reason, because he was bored.
Yeah, Ilya's actually was broke as shit. Nigga was working 2 jobs. I don't think he just don't got that same. Even though they said their first fight was competitive, which it was, they both got better, but Islam got that nigga him. So I do believe Islam Makhachev will be champion of the lightweight division, unless all those things I said earlier happens, and then we will have Ilia Topuria, the greatest fighter of all time, will be double champion. You go ahead, Myers.
I don't see anybody beating Islam Makhachev. I said that already. Just too good, all around fighter. That guy just works too hard. He's knocked out guys. People just thought he was a wrestler. No, he knocked out Volkanovski. Like, he has some good striking. He has some good grappling. He's just an all-around perfect fighter. So I definitely would love to see him in Topuria fight, but I just don't see nobody being Ilya. I mean, not Ilya. I don't see nobody being Islam Makhachev.
You said it right the first time. But, yeah, all right.
Y'all go hate me for this, but I can't not say this. I'm too biased. I think I have Oliveira having the title at the end of this year. Granted, I think Islam's gonna beat Arman, but Oliveira, I'm telling you, when it comes to title shots, I should say I don't think there's anyone with more potential right now but Oliveira. But again, that's me. I'm biased.
Let me ask you this.
What?
Let's say Ilya Topuria beats Volk, moves up, right, and don't get the title shot yet. It goes through Charles Oliveira. Dana White said he likes that fight. So obviously Charles Oliveira wouldn't get the title shot next. He would have to wait to see the number one contender fight with Ilya Topuria. Who wins that fight? Charles with his weak ass chin, or Ilya Topuria who has no weaknesses? Who wins? Who wins that fight?
I don't like that fight at all for Oliveira.
If he's champion, bro, who win that fight, bro?
If he's champion, no, I think Topuria's gonna knock him out. But that's neither here nor there. I'm too biased to root against
I get that, but say they do end up fighting towards the end of the year, Islam and DuBronx. How do you see that fight playing out?
Islam and DuBronx?
Yeah, how do you see DuBronx winning? I'm just curious.
Honestly, if I'm be completely honest, and I hate this being an Oliveira fan, I think he gave up in that fight. The only reason why I'm saying that is because it just didn't seem right for him to tap like that. I think if he gets his other shot, he's not gonna fumble it. He's gonna. I'm telling you.
You think he got a different mindset?
He's been beating himself up ever since it happened. So I'm telling you, I don't think he fumbles this second shot.
Say it in Portuguese so he can understand you.
I don't speak Portuguese yet.
Fake
but
fan. Next
fan is
up,
crazy.
Bilal Muhammad is the champion of the welterweight division, and I believe he will continue to be the champion of the welterweight division. After seeing Shavkat nearly lose to Ian Gary, and I just realized how good Ian Gary is, that also showed a lot of holes in Shavkat's game. And I think with a 5-round fight with Bilal Muhammad, who's pushing the pace, who has really good takedown defense, who's really good at taking people down, and he has really good striking, and with Habib in his corner, I don't see him losing. So I'm gonna take Bilal Muhammad. He's the man right now. You know, it's easy to hate on him. He's boring. But Bilal Muhammad is the truth. It took me a while to realize this, but after seeing the fight with Shavkat, Bilal, this is his division for a little bit until he may be a Kamaru Usman or maybe like a JDM come around, or even a Carlos Prates. I don't know. But for right now, this is Bilal Muhammad's division, and he will be champion in 2025. Myers.
So I had yeah, I don't see nobody beating Bilal Muhammad. I'm gonna just be real. I don't see nobody beating him. I did say maybe Buckley, just because I want Buckley to be champ, but I don't see nobody being Bilal Muhammad.
Buckley's been on tear. I'm not mad at that actually, because he has been on the tear. This year, yeah, I feel like it's a way he steps up on late notice early in the year against somebody higher than him and gets a title shot after. That's a definitely possibility.
He's on an 8-fight win streak.
If JDM ends up pulling out of his next fight, which can happen, he just came off a wicked injury or surgery, whatever. And Joaquin Buckley steps up, I see him moving up a bit farther. Of course, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a title shot.
I mean, he's on an 8-fight win streak. He deserves it.
He's bottom 10, right? He's 6. He's 6.
It don't even matter, man. Look how he just did Kobe. Regardless, I just feel like Joaquin he's been on an 8-fight win streak, man. I just feel like he deserves it. I don't like Bilal Muhammad. He went on a 10 win streak, 12 win streak till he got a title shot. I feel like Joaquin Buckley earned that title shot. He's on an 8-fight win streak. He deserves it. So I can see him being champion, but I also can see Bilal Muhammad just staying champion as well. So that's just my pick. That's just how I feel right now.
Agree. 100% agree. All right.
I'm kind of flip-flopping on this one because it's Bilal Muhammad, and of course he's going to fight Shavkat next. I think Bilal Muhammad has a better chance of winning, or defending his belt and staying the champion for 2025. On the other hand, I feel like Shavkat can also kind of just starch him a little bit. But where I think, well, actually, what I hope to happen is Bilal Muhammad wins the fight, but please, for the love of God, can you finish Shavkat? I don't think there's anything better for his career right now for him to finish a man like that.
If he finished Shavkat, he him.
Insane.
He him.
I'm hoping it happens. As much as I don't want Shavkat to lose, if Bilal's the one to do it and he finishes him, I wouldn't be mad at it.
He him. He do that. He him.
I wouldn't be mad at it. That is nothing better for his career right now than to finish Shavkat Rakhmonov. Man who's what, 19-0, I think?
19-0, 18 finishes.
19-0. If he finishes that man, oh my word.
Yeah. Well,
he'll finally get what he's been asking for. Talking about they'll never get the name.
I think he finished him. He gets some stardom. He really get that.
100%.
Because he got the talk. If he may be a little corny, but he has the talk to back it up. He just don't. He got the skills too. He just don't finish enough. He finished that man. We will be talking about Bilal Muhammad like.
God. Honest, no, you're not wrong. He's gonna have wicked stardom, but I'm praying to God he doesn't do the same shit Leon with the belt, where he's just so goddamn scared of losing it that
I don't know. That fight with Kobe Covington was insane.
I don't think so. I think Bilal is he's on a different mindset right now. He feel like he been doubted so many times where he just like, fuck these guys. I'm putting.
And I understand that. I was one of them people. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely doubted the fuck out of him. But then he starts, not even starts, but I think this Leon Edwards put such a shit fight. So I just hope we get a decent title defense from Bilal. Something watchable.
It's gonna be nice. Bilal, he put in that work, man. Like, shout out to guys at Valley Flow, Chicago Fight Team. Like, he put in that work, man. He's gonna be good.
All right. Well, shout out to him. Well, next up, middleweight. So this is an interesting thing because we actually have a title fight in the beginning of the year, which is DDP versus Sean Strickland. At first, I was going to say that Sean Strickland's going to win, but Dricus Du Plessis, he's just continuously getting better and better and better, and it's kind of hard to bet against the guy now. So I'm going to go with Dricus Du Plessis to win this fight. And since they want Hamzat to be champion ASAP, so I feel like next time they in Abu Dhabi or whatever, or Saudi Arabia, which is towards the Octoberish time, is going to be DDP. That's going to be your main event. DDP versus Hamzat Chimaev.
I see.
I'm good. Wait, one sec.
Okay.
One sec. Go ahead. You go ahead. Fuck. Go ahead.
I got Chimaev winning.
Yeah. You got him being champion at the end of the year. All right.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Even with next week fight, I'm still torn between DDP and Strickland, but it's Chimaev time. I just like what he did to Robert Whittaker was kind of crazy, and the guy's power it's unreal. It's like a superhuman. So like, it's definitely his time. He's gonna be champion.
Yep. All right. What do you got, Svmba?
I mean, if we do get, of course, we have the Strickland and Du Plessis fight. If we get an Abu Dhabi card, I'm gonna say Khamzat's gonna end up being champion by the end of this year, but I think there's a chance. I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen. There's a chance of him not making this fight, and I think they're gonna give the title shot to Izzy if he beats Imavov in February.
That could
happen. So
I
say either Khamzat.
It is a chance.
If this goes through,
you're right.
But there's a chance of Izzy ending up.
Honestly, I think if Izzy beats,
I agree with that.
Wait. No, I don't. Because I think if Izzy beats Imavov and Sean Strickland loses, I feel like they're gonna do a Sean Strickland versus Izzy 2 as like a co-main. I feel like Izzy want that. He want to get that get back. He's not. He don't deserve. He shouldn't get one win and get the chip. You know he's popular. I feel like they're gonna have to get 2. But my answer
should be champion right now.
My answer is if Dricus Du Plessis wins, he will be champion at the end of 2025. I feel like he's.
I mean, they've done crazier stuff in the middleweight.
He's so much stronger.
Izzy lost and then got a title shot. I don't think it'd be crazy.
His strength is he's very strong. He's a really good wrestler.
Yeah.
DDP's strength is he's very strong. He's awkward. He got power in those hands. I believe he'd be strong enough to get Hamzat Chimaev off him. I think, hopefully. So I'm gonna go on record saying it right now. If DDP wins, he will be champion at the end of the year. Sean Strickland wins, Hamzat Chimaev will be champion at the end of the year. But I could see both guys beating each other, but that's my answer. I'm sorry I couldn't give you one single answer. It's hard, but either DDP or Hamzat, just depending on who's champion when.
Understandable.
Yeah. Next up, another one of those divisions where I don't have to really take too much time on. Alex Poatan-Pereira will be champion. I think he fights. I think this might be his last year, honestly. He's very old. He's like 37, 38. His division isn't that scary, honestly. He don't really got killers coming. He beats everybody in his division. Honestly, anybody in the top 15. His hardest person would be Jan Blachowicz or Ankalaev. One of those two would be his hardest people, just because of the grappling aspect. And even then, I feel like he's got so much better and better and better and better. I don't like it'd be his hardest, but he wouldn't lose. But I don't think we got too much longer from Alex Poatan-Pereira. I think that he beats Ankalaev this year, or if he don't, I won't get into that right now. I got Pieta being champion in the 2025.
I got Alex being a champion also. What the hardest matches he had was Jan and Khalil until the second round. He started tearing Khalil up, but that was the only time we see him really being tested. He is a glory kickboxing champion. He don't have that much longer, so I can just see him sticking around being champion. He defend his next belt, waiting to John Jones or Tom Aspinall wait to that fight and just try to go out with a legacy like that. But other than that, I don't see him losing the belt as well.
Yep. All right, what you got to say?
I mean, there's no surprise here. I think Poatan's going to retain his belt either way. If he does fight, if he doesn't fight this year, he's still going to be champion. It's weird because he's old, but he did mention something I don't even know if he mentioned something, but he was hinting at talking or a meeting in Vegas a couple weeks ago. So we should be expecting some type of fight news this year. I think it's gonna be against Ankalaev, but we'll see. But he beats Ankalaev, he beats Jan Blachowicz. There's just no comp for him right now on the light heavyweight.
Agreed. Next up, I'm gonna shock you guys with this one. I have Tom Aspinall being champion at the end of 2025. And I say that because I believe John Jones beat Tom Aspinall, but John Jones don't want to fight Tom Aspinall. He wants to go out with a bang and fight Tom Aspinall. Yes, it's a bang, but it's a bigger bang fighting Alex Poatan-Pereira. I feel like John Jones vacates the title. Alex Pereira beats Ankalaev or don't even fight Ankalaev. They both vacate their belt and they throw on one. They both last fight. They both retiring fight. They go out both in the bang.
Retirement belt. Something.
Yep. No retirement, just go on the bang, bro. They go on the bang. Both both ex-champions vacate their belt heavyweight, and they see who's the best man on the planet. That's why.
You want to think it would make sense to just make a special belt for that fight?
I mean, yeah, but Dana White don't like all the special belts.
BMF belt.
He hated the BMF belt, but the retirement belt, that's.
I think the BMF belt would be decent too.
Yeah, but then
I think that'd be more.
Even though Max Holloway got knocked out, you can't deny that he's a bad motherfucker. So
Max Holloway's still a bad
motherfucker.
Him. We all know that. Yeah.
To strip him.
They won't strip him because there's different BMF champions.
There's only one. There's only one.
Max not the only BMF champion. It's another BMF champion.
Who?
Right.
There's only one.
I mean, but I think it's just
retired.
Yeah, but it's still separate. It's not. I don't think it's just.
No, it's just one.
They just make it one thing. Oh well.
Yeah, so I don't think there'd be a BMF thing in there. The way that it'll move, it's just one. Out of every division, it's only one BMF, and Max Holloway's the guy.
There's two ways, right? I can see Aspinall being champion, not him being John Jones, but by John Jones relinquishing the belt, right?
Yeah.
But I also can see John Jones being a champion and then retiring. The reason being is because money talks. And he wants that money to fight Aspinall. And I think they're going to give him that money. So there's a 50-50 split. There's a 50 split of him Aspinall getting the belt just because John Jones retired and he moves up because he's the interim champion. Or is there the other 50% split where John Jones just go in and beat him just because the money and everything and still fight Alex Pereira. So yeah, that's just 50-50.
I also say Tom Aspinall's going to end up being the heavyweight champion. I think, of course, John Jones is vacating this belt. I don't see who else he would even fight in heavyweight right now. And I don't think Pereira moves up, although I see that happening too. But I don't think that's going to be for a title shot. So I'll say John Jones is going to vacate the title. We get another title shot or open contender shot, I should say, for the heavyweight. And Tom Aspinall is probably beating anyone in the top 10. So
yeah, I don't see anybody beating him besides John Jones in the top 10. But yeah, y'all want to do women? I made a list for women. If y'all want to do women, then.
I made a women. I made a list for women too.
I did.
Right.
I mean,
and, you know, a lot of people be
scared.
scared. I mean, if y'all click off, here, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, we will be doing a video every single week, a bare minimum of once. If we can, we'll bust out 2 or 3, but at least 1 video a week. No disrespect to the women here. I just know that most MMA fans don't watch women's MMA. I personally do.
MMA.
I can name 5 women, 10 women, 15. But I digress. So for the women's strawweight division, I don't have anybody beating Zhang Weili. She's been on the tear. She's hurt. She's arguably #1 pound for pound women's in the thing. Now this Tatiana Suarez chick, we're gonna see what she got talking about February 8th. I heard she's the real deal, but she's been injured and sick for so long that I don't know personally how good she is.
Gonna get to her?
I just don't know how good she is. I haven't seen her fight.
It's been 6 months. I wouldn't say it's been so long. Actually, no, wait.
It's been a long time.
It's almost. I forgot it's 2025, right? Yeah, it's been over a year.
Yeah, haven't fought.
Her last fight was 2 years ago.
Her last fight was 2 years ago, man. She's been injured. Yeah, she was training and then she got injured.
Yeah, so I haven't seen her. So yeah.
No, it's been a while.
I'm going Zhang Weili. Yep,
I'm going with I'm going Tatiana Suarez. Only because I've just been a big fan of her. You know, just watching her as she's been competing and everything. Yeah. Her wrestling is top notch. She's definitely a good wrestler. She has some striking, but I just feel like she fights Zhang Weili, she's just gonna take Zhang Weili down and just it's gonna be a long night for her. So I'm going with Tatiana Suarez.
Solid.
I'm going with Zhang Weili. I don't think Tatiana. I think that ring rust's gonna hit her like a truck. And Zhang Weili just had 1 or 2 wins in last year. I think 1. I think she just beat Jan and that was it. But even so, that was a very dominant fight. So I don't think Tatiana has what it takes, especially after over a year off. That's bad. To get a title shot, I get it, but
yeah,
after injury, I don't know. I would have been more comfortable if she had like a tune-up.
Because it's like, no, I don't think they want to give it. Because who else going to be Zhang Weili? Let's be real.
That's also true. They just want her to be active, so I get why they're giving her this fight. But I don't think Tatiana has it right now, especially after that long of a break.
Yep. All right. Well, women's flyweight. Valentina Shevchenko. Her next fight is Monam Ferat, or whatever her chick name is.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Valentina Shevchenko, I mean, she's old as shit, but I mean, she's good as shit. She's real good as shit. I honestly thought Grasso was gonna be champion for a while. I thought we seen the end of Shevchenko. She gonna go in there and do what she gotta do to win. You see her last fight, it was boring, but she did what she had to do to win. Ferat has really good takedown defense and really good striking, so I feel like it's gonna be an interesting, very, very interesting fight. But one thing I would never do is count out Shevchenko or bet against her. So I will say Valentina Shevchenko will be champion at the end of 2025.
I agree. Valentina. I'm going Valentina. No ends and buts about it.
Yep. What you got to say?
I'm going Valentina as well, of course.
I mean, it's kind of hard to bet against her. She like
it's
the John Jones of the women.
You can't really bet against Exactly. You can't bet against her. Like,
you just
like,
can't.
It's really cut and dry with some of the women division. Actually, all of them.
And I think she got 1 more year in her. She's 36, so after this she's done.
I think she got a couple. At 1 more, maybe 1 or 1.5 at such a high level.
She was saying she's ready because she was doing kickboxing and all of that stuff.
I was gonna say she was fighting for 20 years. So.
She said she's about done. She got 1 more year. She said herself she got about 1 more year in there.
Well, it'd be sad to see her go. She was really like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, the last division, I think they should add 1 more division.
It's dog shit.
I think they should add like
I already know who's gonna be champion for the last division.
But anyway,
I think they should add an atomweight division too.
Because they get a lot of them Japanese up in there. But Kayla Harrison. Harrison, I feel like she's so big, dominant, and strong. Her versus Juliana Pena, which I would not be surprised to see Juliana Pena in some way, somehow pull out a victory. Because if you can pull out a victory against Amanda Nunes, shit, you could beat anybody. But in saying that, I'm gonna go with Kayla Harrison. She's the safer bet. She's dominant and she's fucking Kayla Harrison. She's bigger than most men.
I'm kind of split on this with Juliana Pena and Kayla. I'm definitely split on this, but I'm gonna edge it out to Kayla. 100%.
Solid.
I'm not split on this. Juliana Pena fucking sucks. I got Kayla Harrison knocking her out. I actually hate this woman. I don't hate her. I just don't like her that much. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't think she's that good. Not even a little bit.
You don't like the?
You talking about her?
Yeah.
Nah, dude, she Russian guns like an idiot.
That was
Like, I'm thinking, how
was
is this
fire.
a professional fighter?
That was fire.
No, it's not, bro.
was fire.
It's the fact that she beat Nunez like that still pisses me off
That
to this
was
day.
fire.
But yeah, Harrison knocking out Juliana Pena. That's why she's been ducking her ass and shit. Who did she call out after beating Pennington?
Amanda Nunes.
She called out someone.
She called Amanda
What the
Nunes.
fuck?
Yeah.
I understand she wants to fight for the trilogy, but come on now.
Yeah. But hey, bro, more power to her. More power to that whole gym over there. Yeah, that was every champion we believe would be every person we believe would be the champion of 2025. Make sure if you're a real fan of us and a real MMA fan, you stick to the women's part. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to go follow all of our social medias right here, right there, and down there. Yeah, we, like I said, videos weekly. And yeah, we out. Peace.